Hi guys, hi. I'm waiting for people to join right now. You know, then we'll start with the analysis of Optic versus PaperX. I think I received a request for this on Twitter. Yeah, for sure. And then, yeah, we're gonna review this game. PaperX, I think, won with a huge margin, right? And Optics got owned like crazy. So we'll try to figure out what happened, what went wrong with Optic, how was PaperX so dominant on this map and stuff. Yeah. So just a slow start. Again, just waiting for a few people to join, and then we might start. Whoever is here, you can start chatting, please. Let's get the interactions up. You wanna ask me something, whatever. Give me a go signal. Just checking if I tweeted it correctly or not. Oh, I did. I did. Let's go. Hey, Wave. Hi. So you wanted me to analyze this? Let's let's go ahead with the analysis. No. Okay. Okay. So again, like it's yeah. Okay. So looking at the comp, this is this is more of a meta comp, right? You have fade and raise with Astra. So the basic idea, let the map come, right, so that I can explain a little bit. Again, the philosophy of how they're gonna play this map straight away. You can see the difference in the comp, right? So if you look carefully, here with fade, raise, chamber, Astra, it's sort of a very dominant signal that hey, we're not going to give you a lobby easily. If we want, we can deny these choke points to you very easily. We can target you here, right? Because just in the start, just the normal philosophy of the map that hey, this a lobby is very very important for us to sort of. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, exactly. Because of I think because of their comp, they were not able to have control. Yeah, we'll look at it. So again, on this map, it is very important for you as defenders to have information of this, right? So just basically how you should look at this map. I'm gonna tell you, right? So you will see usually teammate people just nading here, fade siege here, just taking A control. There is a reason for that, right? Because if you deny A control to the attackers, what happens is you can leave one person watching the cross from long and one person watching the cross from short, right? Either as soon as you do this, because these are such far away angles, you can completely rotate your other person towards the B side. So usually what's going to happen is if you have the long information, breach is going to shift towards the garage, right? The person who was playing with the person A is going to shift towards the B. So that way you can have a heavy defense on the other side. And as soon as the attackers do, let's say, a prowler here, or maybe try to send this long guy, show some utility as such, then we can have those rotations. But as much as possible, if we have this contacted long in terms of continuously watching it and making sure no one enters, it's just basically it means that you can pull over your defenders on the side heavy, and you can then maneuver them and play according to how you want. Then you can use your utility heavy garage, these choke points, and it's basically an easy defense until unless obviously your one player is watching the cross. Okay, so we'll learn step by step, like once we go ahead sort of in the map. So let's see. Again, optic comp is aggressive, but I don't know how informative or how helpful it would be on defense, because from like seeing it, I can just say that they won't have a lot of information on the map straight away, right? Okay, so again, PaperX just doing the simple garage split fast. It makes sense. You have shorter guns, and you can see frenzies by coming in from their side. So they just want to go in, try to take the fights, put utilities in correct spot, and sort of engage. But I think Optic handled the pressure very well. And as I was saying, instantly if the pressure came garage, they started to sort of push A along with it. And I love this by Optic. You should be very proactive on this map. So these are the maps, if you be more proactive, it will be very helpful for you, right? So let's say an immense amount of four people pressure is showing towards A, right? All the best thing you can do is pressure C, leave one person here watching C continuously, and then again the same philosophy. You can have other people heavy on this side, and if they just keep continuously going in, you can move in according to how they're going in. So let's say from outside the garage or whatever. Again, it's a good retake. They, instead of going all from the city, they said, hey, we're gonna clear back first, and then go from the garage and sort of clear it all. Yeah, just a simple stuff. Nothing too crazy here. Again, uh, just the paper X thing, they just want to fight. Okay, so initially, again, it's very easy for attackers to take this control, and Optic is trying to do what we were talking about, right? Optic stuns this, Optic does a flash here. They also, they are trying to deny a control, but the issue is the utility that they're putting towards in terms of stun and flash. These are the utility that are not going to have an effect for a long period of time, and that is the reason why paper X can just dodge those utilities and sort of come back, right? So they thought, okay, we have taken the control, we have someone taking orb C, and that is why we saw some rotations coming in from the Optic, but instantly, because those utilities can be dodged, right? Breach was, or Chamber was, I think, confident enough to take these fights, right? So again, they tried to take a control, but it's very, very difficult with this composition. So that's why sort of we could see what happened here. Yeah. Again, obviously, good trades coming in, good proactiveness from Optic. I love this a lot. Pushing mid, try to capture them, even though he got traded. Even after the loss of two, it's still a 2v2 situation. Now 2v1, so it should be fairly visible. Again, good coordination. Without the flash, this Omen did not peak, no matter what, no matter how low the health was. It's just good coordination with the team. Flash, both peak together, crunch him on this side. Yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for the buy rounds so that we can like dig deeper into the utility and what they're planning to do. Again, this comp you might be like pretty aware of, right? Oh yeah, for sure. This the neon comp is bad, is very bad on defense. So the issue is that you cannot deny space with this comp, right? All you can do is show pressure, and probably with that pressure aggress a lot, but you can't do that every round, because if you do that every round, people are just going to wait for your utility and just shut you away as soon as you push, right? So the maximum that you could do with this comp on defense is like play very passive. But the issue with this map is, because this has so many openings, right? Let's say it's 40 seconds in the round. What I do is I go garage, I smoke garage, I break the trip, I prowler C. Now, so much is happening on 40 seconds. This would immediately pull the rotations towards B and garage, because all the question marks here, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, right? All the question marks on the defender side. Now, pulling all these rotations on one side, attackers can freely like go to other side. So it's very easy to sort of play against this comp while you're on attack. Yeah, yeah, bro. Sure, I'll find a hot girl here for sure, one day. Yeah, bro. Like on defense, it's very weak. I don't think so. It's so easy for you to sort of uh, get get this done. Okay. Okay. Cool. So okay, perfect. So now moving on, it's just pretty simple stuff. Hmm. Okay. Again, like Optic is trying their best to sort of not give aim in. That's what we can see from the utility that's coming in. We can see this aggressive breach stun coming in to sort of deny any kind of pressure that could come along. And on the other side, our Sky is taking that information over C. So they're like, okay, let's have a heavy A. We're gonna leave B, right? Obviously, because the buy is also scuffed. So whenever you have a like a low buy, it is always good that your team plays together, right? Instead of doing a normal default like here, it's always good that people should like separate and sort of make sure that your they are playing together, because trades are easy, and other logics behind it, right? Again, just the normal stuff by Optic. Taking C information, denying A control. This nade is so powerful. Raze is no so powerful on this map, especially with the fade, that what's gonna happen is one nade and you can clear the whole long itself, right? So we can see pressure getting created, people going back immediately, and just yeah, paper X just doesn't care, right? They just want to fight. They know that they have bad guns, but this again, Ye just did insane, right? Let's go this deeper. How did they handle this pressure, right? So even though they were fell back, but Okay, so the reason is because, see, Sky has all the information for C and he's constantly jiggling, right? We have Trip Garage, which we have seen no pressure coming into Garage, and Omen, after helping C Garage, has shifted to B and just playing very passive with the smoke on. Now this way, Optic can be very confident in having three people B, right? They do not have to worry about literally about anything. So because they don't have to worry literally about nothing, they can have three people B. So even after, so okay, Paper X push them back over long. Now this is like crazy, like this is crazy confidence. I don't know. Okay, so you might think that, hey, why is he peaking like this when there is no smoke here, when there's no smoke here? So the idea is, because these opponents are on a scuffed buy, their economy is shit right now. It's a less probability that people are gonna play heaven, right? So we can contact peak this, right? That's the whole idea, and that's the reason why we can see him peaking alone. But again, anytime when you have more than one angles to fight with, there is a high possibility that you're going to get punished after that, right? So a lot of utility comes in, smoke comes in, they just want to enter. But again, good crossfire set by them, good trade from the side, from coming side of FNS, good utility usage. 4 second, because 4 second got killed, Ye got his ult, and after the ult, you saw what he did, right? It's just a complete shutdown. But still, it's a 4v4 situation. Now, again, they don't really have to be proactive this round. He was taking information. The time has come around, so he doesn't want to fight anything. That's why he was seen going back. Now, he's just trying to catch anyone timing if he could have someone go off, and that's just bad timing, right? Because, see, Optic had so many question marks right now, right? So if we go back just a little bit, this is how you should use utility as initiator, right? So if you think about it, after this A shutdown, Optic literally has no information, right? Yes, Sky was jiggling C, but you can only spot till here, right? So this again begins to be a question mark. Here it also again begins to be a question mark. Now Omen also plays passive because we don't know what's happening. This also starts becoming a question mark. We have a smoke shot, people could also be shot. I'm holding a passive angle like this, which means they could also be long. Now at this point, even though things have just settled down, but you see, now the prowler comes in, right? But with this prowler, there's no aggression coming in, and because that prowler came in long, we can see Omen tried to rotate here and try to help these people. That's why Sky also started to shift towards the right. But the thing is that after the prowler, there is no aggression that they could see, right? Thanks, bro. Thanks. So the idea is that after that aggression, um, there was no pressure that was seen by Chamber, right? And he was immediately like, dude, it's just a prowler, right? You need to stay there. We need some information, right? There are so many question marks in a map. We need some information, and that is why we saw Sky was compelled to sort of come here and flash here, because we need information, and it was just bad timing, right? So again, it's still winnable. It's a 3v2 situation. Now Optic has started to split. They want to make sure that no one is A, because Prowler came in A, you remember, right? And that is why we can see both of these players making sure that it's A, right? Now Omen is going C. So I'm not pretty happy with how these guys are playing. It's a 3v2 situation. It could be played together, but again, they had to clear A. So I think the best part could have been if Breach and Chamber could have gone together, right? And sort of try to take the fights alone. But finally, no matter what happens, Omen and Chamber bring them together. They want to fight it from City, and Breach is just waiting for the pressure to come in from this side, right? So stun comes in. After the stun, we can see the flash, Omen flash coming back of side, and they're just trying to tap the bomb because he has the window, so they know that no one is behind. But again, he just gets picked, and yeah, it's just very difficult to win from there. He siege, they try to spam, not getting the kill. He had to come in because this person could be sticking. So yeah, I mean, it was okayish round, nothing could be done. But I think this fall was a little early, because even though you have this area, you have window, there could still be possibilities for people to be here, right? And I don't know what was the read here, because they went flashback of side. So probably I don't know what they were thinking in terms of what this play was, right? Yeah, it's just bad coordination right now. Okay. So again, just good round by PaperX in terms of handling. This prowler was very important. As soon as he prowlered this, right, immediately you could see reaction coming in from Omen to help his teammates, and immediately Astra can walk in here, and he caught timing off guard with this guy in this case, right? Okay, pretty standard setup. Again, with this comp, it's very difficult to keep any control, and that's why we can see Breach every round just coming short and helping them and denying A, right? But in this round, Paper X is not uh, does not care about that. We have operator in hand, and we have noticed that PaperX has not been showing a lot on window, so we can have this happening, right? We can be confident in terms of peaking from B alone. Omen again, he has done a one way. He's continuously watching that A main information. PaperX not interested. They just want to go short early. We can see these weird smokes for the trips, I think, on the right. And yeah, so these are like very weird trips, right, which are being done. If you see, these are astra smoke, right? So one smoke here, one smoke here. Now this is, if wherever the trip is, we can basically just walk in and we can go window. And this is such a good thing, because watch what's going to do, right? And while this is happening, right, they've left A alone. And this is very good by Optic, right? Because there is no pressure A early, you have stun, there is no aggression that PaperX did earlier in the round. And that's why we can see this proactiveness in terms of taking this space, right? But the idea is that even if they come back, they do a lot of utility on the Neon, right? Even if Neon dies, Sky can somehow survive, fight with him, flash together, whatever, right? There are still survival opportunities. Because with this comp, it's also again very difficult to escape, because you don't have that escape utility. So it wouldn't make sense for both people to go long. He might join in, but again, they'll have to decide very proactively, do they want to push A all the way all the way. So after giving them A control, Breach rotates, and it's just unlucky timing in this case, yeah. Okay, so okay, so this is rule number 101. You never enter the smoke yourself, right? Alone, never go inside the smoke. There could literally be anyone. You don't have any information what's going to happen. Now see what's going to happen. Yeah. So who entered the smoke? Marved entered the smoke, I think. Yeah. Now see. Yeah. And I think Jing entered the smoke. This is like a very weird fight, because you won't, like, because see, this pressure coming in from garage, so you know that they have entered from here. They will also pressure you from C, so you do not have any space to go, right? So what are you going to do? You will have to come in here, right? And he had to hide from that pressure coming in. That's why he was just coming back here. And this was like one of the most awkward fights that I've seen. That just he didn't, like, literally have no choice, and that's why, like, you can't do stuff. And Jing played it well. He did not enter the smoke himself, right? He just waited for the smoke to fade. Again, you have taken all the control and done. So again, this is just PaperX sort of owning Optic right now. Probably an anti-stat or whatever. Just have a smoke here, cover the trip, because they know that PaperX have only two trips probably here and here, and that's why we can have Chamber walking in so well, right? Yeah, you can't do much. The most you can do is, after Chamber has died, Breach, because so the issue with this comp is that you cannot really have Breach play A Link, because then A becomes very weak in terms of pressure that comes in. Now, if like usual Breach was playing here, right? And as soon as the Chamber died, and also the reason being because Chamber was here and he had to peek here, right? So you can have Breach on A, that also makes sense. But the thing is, if Breach was close enough, anywhere close enough, after the Chamber died, he could have put some utility in terms of Omen and Chamber playing, Breach playing together to punish Chamber, but that was not a possibility at all, right? So, again, just good round by PaperX. Now, obviously, they've started to hunt, right? Uh, are they trying to diffuse? What are they planning? They should save probably, because if you look at the economy, they won't be able to buy next round. PaperX, if they would have lost, they wouldn't also have not been able to buy, right? So it also becomes important for you to check economy literally every round. What are your expectations with that comp? What are others' expectation with the other comps? Again, so the idea for the tap was, hey, I'm going to tap. Probably this is going to pull some rotations inside, and we can get a pick or two, but PaperX didn't fall for that. Yeah. Okay, so again, they are trying to follow the philosophy of this map. The philosophy being, we are going to deny A, we are going to leave 1 or 2% A main. Oh, sorry, this should be back in a bit. Yeah, just get away from the review, Okay, so see, the idea being that Optic has been following, which is the philosophy. You take A control. Once you deny A main, right? Probably you smoke here, you stun here, whatever, you flash. Just make sure that you deny A. Once you deny this, you can have 1% or maybe 2% holding the cross. This usually one person is beneficial, but again with this comp, leaving one person is risky, right? But okay, so that is the case, and once that happens, we can see the rotations coming in from their side. So it all depends on what your setup is, how you're planning to play this round, and according to that, you sort of send your players in, right? Like for example, this round, you can see it's a full sort of an eco, right? Because we have two guns saved, we have marshal two, and usually when you have these minor guns in your hand, right? It's always a situation to take risk, right? Because if you take risk in these rounds, then only you're going to get rewards. Because the idea is, see, if you have these minor guns and you again play very defaulty, right? You play default. Now in that situation, what happens is, because you have such shitty guns, you are going to anyway die in terms of taking fights, right? So the better idea is that you group up, right? As much as you can, you try to play, you try to, not saying that five players should play together, right? But the idea should be that you should make a play in a way that your guns are benefiting you the most, taking close range fights for example, right? Or going aggressive on their face. So that's why we can see sort of this coming in from Optic. Now again, they're trying to just deny A again, I think, and they'll go little bit aggro in terms of mid because they want to get the picks. Again, this one way is good, right? But again, if it gets disrespected this way, you can't really do much for this one way, right? Okay, there are a lot of counters for this one way, right? The idea is that you can either flash in here, right, and sort of get anyone who's speaking continuously away, and you can enter, disrespect the smoke completely. But the issue with this comp is that they do not have a flasher, right? So what is the option that you are left with? Either play slow when you see the smoke, or you do this. Everyone, before the smoke comes in, just take a peek, try to get this shot, right? But if there is an opper behind it, again, this makes sense if you know that opponents are on an eco round. If you know that they have an operator and you see the smoke, you can never do this, because anyway is going to get a shot and sort of get away, right? So yeah, so again, just the reason being, that's why it was an eco round. They peaked long, they were pretty confident in term, because they peak together, they got a pick, smoke comes in. Again, the benefit of replacing Astra with Omen here is that you can also use a lot of one ways here, right? So I don't know if you guys know of this one way. This one way is actually very powerful, right? If you have this one way, it's just insane. And the logic being that if this is the one way, so as soon as the retake utility comes in, right? Let's say the opponent are putting retake utility from the city. What happens is, let's say flash or anything, right? Once you flash, the effect of flash is going to go away by the time you cross the one way, right? If it's a normal smoke like this, you can come inside the smoke, you can ask your breach to flash and immediately come out of the smoke. But if there is a one way and your sky, let's say whatever, right, your sky flashes, right, what's going to happen is, even after that flash, you can't immediately take a fight because you still have to cross the one way all the way, and that is wasting a lot of time because you have to throw the utility from the city, right? So again, one ways are very powerful. That's what Omen is good for on this map, I believe. Again, just a C contact push, Astra watching, and this is very good by Optic. Okay, they have to they have to be as proactive with this. They have to take space. Again, it's an eco route, you have to gamble stuff. So till right now they're playing for economy damage, because you can see your paper X economy is just like crazy going up, right? So all you're trying to do is do as much economy damage as possible, and that's why we can see these guys just trying to fight C long, and they also get a pick, right? Whatever number of picks they get, it's going to be beneficial for them. Yeah, it's just he has a gun, so he's going to save anyway. But you gotta be very careful about what your sort of um what your economy is, how much are you going to get back and all that stuff, right? Okay, so this gets interesting now. Now Optic has a lot many questions. Okay, so Optic are now in the thought process of, hey, what's happening, right? We won pistol, we sort of, I think they won second or whatever. But now the issue is happening is, even though we are following the philosophy correctly, right? We are denying aim in control, we are having our Omen C sort of taking continuous information with the one way, we are creating pressure, but Paper X is straight up disrespecting it, right? They don't care about what's happening, they're just rushing it towards us, right? What should we do? How should we adapt? Now it's time for Optic to adapt. So I wouldn't mind a timeout right here. The timeout should come in and they should start discussing what is different that they should do, right? Probably the idea should be that, hey, if Paper X shows presence A, whoever is playing garage and C, gather around and start to push C. Take as much space as you can, because we are going to slowly cut the map in the way that we have control. Let's say you have a trip also, so we are going to have the map control in this way, and we will try to crunch them in these areas, right? This should be the plan. This should go other way. Let's say they pressure C, just immediately go A, right, and break the trip. Try to create as much pressure as possible. Do some crazy shit, right? Because you know that they are playing together. If they show presence here, two people just walk in here, one person sit here, one person sit here, take all the information about what's happening in the mid. Like that could be the case, right? So they need to make some changes. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a timeout here. Oh, they're not going for a timeout. Okay, cool. So they still believe it's gonna work somehow. Okay, so again, as I told you, it's the same thing. Now this time they have a trip on B. Now again, as I told you, the issue with this comp is, again, they're very close to ultimates first thing, right? And now here is, okay, here is a crazy mind game that's gonna start, right? Now if you think in multi-dimensional purpose, right, you should be aware that hey, they have Astralt, right? But PaperX will be checking. They are close to your Neon alt, they are close to your Breach alt, right? Now the thing is, because they have enough money to purchase guns, it makes sense that the Breach is going to go for the orb pick, right? Now, if you are on defense, obviously you can't contest for C orb, right? What is the orb that you can contest for? A orb, right? So now here is a multi. Here is where you, as layers of thinking starts to come in. So now PaperX is thinking Breach is going to take an orb, and we will have to punish this Breach, not let him take the orb. We can get a free kill also, we'll show him pressure. So the idea could be raised, just satchel in, I'm gonna just satchel in, I'm gonna throw reveal for you, I'm gonna pull there, whatever, right? And on the other hand, Optic is like, yo, Breach, they are thinking that you're gonna take the orb, so probably they will try to punish you. Let's do something, let's have a stack here, right? Now PaperX is thinking, yo, Optic is going to have a stack A for sure, because they know that we know that they are one orb away, and Breach is probably going to contest for orb, right? And that is why we can see PaperX just being interested in sort of going garage, right? And that's why they're just leaving a trip B, because if the aggression come in, we're going to retake. If they come B, you're going to take orb, we're going to retake B easy with the Breach ult, right? And that's why we have such a setup that comes in, right? So it's just crazy mind game coming in from both the teams. I know that, at this level that we play in terms of tier 2, or even in tier 1 in India, we don't think with these layers, right? But again, um, if you don't get habitual of using these layers for your game benefit, it's very difficult for you to benefit from what you know extra, right? That's the whole thing. Okay, so I have a better lineup for this. This is not such a good lineup, right? Because this leaves so many space. But I get the idea. He just wanted to do a boombot here, just because he doesn't want any pressure to come in immediately. And if it is, the boombot is gonna spot first, and we can see Chamber doing something aggro, right? Rest of the people, they're just holding pushes, right? So they sort of have a plan to give presence in terms of B right now. Now there's a better lineup too. Again, it's a secret, yeah. Can't reveal all that. Okay, so okay, cool. So now PaperX, I think PaperX have read them pretty well, right? Or I don't know what this is. 100% an anti-strat, right? Because you can't be sure. See how good this is, right? If this is not an anti-stat, I don't know like what this is, right? They boombot here to wait for any sort of B push, and they're pretty much aware right now that hey, it this has been the setup all the round, so let's try to timing B, right? And it should be an anti-stat, right? So pressure comes in, and finally Optic have started to do, they have been doing what they have to do, right? They have been having a smoke here, and they're like, yo, they're like, yo, we're gonna just gonna deny a lobby. I don't really care about it, right? And once we take this A lobby, now this is the issue with this comp, right? You take, even if you take A control, you still have to have two player A, right? And for that, PaperX are very aware of it, and that's why they just go in. This is like insane, dude. Like 100% it's an anti-strat. Like smoke here, just going in, like that's crazy, dude. What's the read? I don't know, right? probably it's related to some previous round, but this is crazy, dude. Like, he's just confidently walking in. There's so much work that is done in terms of going here, right? I'm pretty sure they noticed some pattern coming in from Optic. Okay, now again, this is also huge setup, right? This is also good setup. So you take a control and you immediately ask breach, hey, we have a, you can just go back, you can help these people, right? But PaperX is one step ahead. They have just anti-statted them and sort of go. Otherwise, there's no issue with what Optic did, right? They did the best possible thing that could be done, right? Yeah, exactly. It could, they could like literally do whatever it's required, right? So they have done everything. They have taken a control, they have denied it, they have posted not just one but two people, and they have the lobby control, right? One person is continuously watching C, we have a trip B, and one person is watching any kind of garage entry. This is perfect. You take a control, you ask breach to rotate, and you have more players here, right? But just PaperX like somehow is just one step ahead here, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a timing somehow. He asked for smokes or something, or okay, so this is good, right? This is good what PaperX is doing. So usually what happens is when you have a prowler, yeah, bro, good read, really good read. So usually what happens is when you do not take an A control early, and you are also not going aggressively on the other sides, right? You need to know that how teams play is they are going to deny A control, they're going to leave one person and basically post him up here. As soon as there are like multiple ways to do it, right? You can smoke here, you can prowler short, or you can not smoke there, you can simply prowler long, right? Too many possibilities here, right? So the idea being that whoever is playing close here, we need to send him back, we need to throw enough utility so that he goes back, right? Because as soon as this sky is, let's say, going to leave long, this neon is going to fall back. What's going to happen is they're going to have a lot many question marks. They're going to have, hey, they could be short, they could be long. Now if they can be short, they could be short when initially they didn't take control, right? You will have to call one person for your help. What this does is this makes sure that you have two people A at all point of time, and this will also pull out any kind of rotations on the side of Optic. So this prowler does two things: it pushes A people back, and it also pulls out rotation towards the right so that chamber can catch anyone off guard. Yeah, so you see, as soon as he prowler shot, you see breach immediately just tries to enter A. But okay, now see, and this is just the perfect timing ever. Like, this is insane. Yeah, it's a good setup. The prowler did not check left. You have to turn it a little bit and then take it to the right to sort of make sure that it's checking. Okay, good control by Optic, but PaperX just enters, and okay, it's a 3v2 situation. Yeah, it's just good by PaperX. Like, you'll see some teams prowler this, take a control, and then go back towards where your person is already, but they have read this game so well that it's just they're confident enough that, hey, this is what we're going to do. Okay, now again, just such a good play, right? Now usually it's a 2v1 situation. What will you expect, right? You'll expect people peeking you, holding crossfires, like doing stupid stuff, especially when the plant is here. Now, because they know that we came from behind, and also the trip is not broken till now, also the utility that came in from Omen earlier, let's do something, let's just tuck in under. Like, as simple as that, right? If he taps, we are going to go from both sides together, probably one here, or together, whatever the play could be, it could be better. Now he smoked down. Now as soon as the tap is going to come, oh, he also has a reveal. So yeah, they have a connection and it's just going to go in. If it would have gone wrong, they also have a reveal. They can reveal this inside the smoke, whatever, spam it, go from the right left. Again, just a good setup, good patience by them. Okay. So again, just like, wait, there's no timeout by Optic. Like, dude, like, whenever this is happening, right? You won the first two rounds, and all your buys you have lost, which means there is something wrong that you're doing. But if you really think about it, Optic is not really doing anything wrong. They're following the basics of the map. They are doing everything correctly. It's just that PaperX is right now outplaying them like crazy, Again, Optic needs to be aggressive, like very aggro. They need to. Oh, I think this should be the change right now. They need to go aggro for sure. So when slow is not working, when whatever is not working, you just do the opposite shit, right? You're like, yo, bro, fuck them. Just go in their face one round. Next round they'll have to use a lot of util on us. because right now paper X is not using literally any util to come there. Okay, again, the slow comes in. If someone would have been detected here, this would have been converted into pull, slow pull combination. You have a free kill, and yes, it's an eco round. Do something that makes sense. You push C long with two people. Breach would have helped stun this, right? I'm pretty sure. If you look carefully, it just makes sense, right? Yeah. So breach came in, he immediately stunned this. Omen flash comes in long too, so that neon can very easily get a kill in terms of long. Now they push this, sky pushes them back, puts a flash, makes sure that, hey, there's enough pressure, you can't enter like this. After the stun, breach is immediately rotating to help sky, and they have taken long control. I think this is too much. Okay, I'll tell you. So the idea is, okay, so guys, so the idea is that, hey, we have C control, right? Now the unlucky part is that they can easily do this on a buy round too, right? There's no harm in doing this buy round, but the issue is they can't really stop here in this round because of neon ultimate, right? Because neon ultimate is going to go away, they need to take a fight. That's why they took a fight. If it would have been a gun round, they would have never taken this fight ever in their life, right? The idea would have been, yo, just stay here, watch the cross, and even I'm gonna go back, help this guy B or help this guy get out or whatever, right? That should have been the play. But neon ult, they need to fight no matter what, right? Again, because Sky was scared of the pressure in terms of that could come long, he decides to go short because anyone could have cross shot with the timing. So he's very very careful about that right now. And also, like, they need to go aggro, right? Breach also, sorry, Chamber also pushes B. So he should be able to get one or two. Yeah, he gets one. Paper X, bro, yeah, is just crazy, dude. Like, again, everything makes sense, right? He's not pushing bluntly. It's not a random push, right? It's not like, hey, I'm Chamber, I'm gonna go. It makes sense. Your player got a pick. One of your person is stuck inside. They are pressuring him. If you can come out of garage, you can 100% catch someone off guard, right? That's why he pushes it. Otherwise, you will never see him like push alone without any util, whatever it is, right? That's the whole point about it. Yeah, Paper X just assumes this pressure to come in. Very good by Sky. Needs to be proactive. We have a man disadvantage. We need information. He just pushes in. Chamber has died. This trip is not going to be active. But again, they're way too separated for my liking, right? Even if it's an eco round, yeah, I get it. He has Vandal. He can take these long range fights. Paper X is expecting this. Yeah, obviously they're going to expect it. Because of the pressure, because of the proactiveness in this eco round, they expected this lurk to come in. Yeah, I mean, not much to watch here, honestly. Just simple stuff. Okay, yeah, finally Optic needs to change some stuff. I'm still gonna say they have to be proactive enough to get this. They need to talk more about what's the solution, what needs to be done in terms, they need to change some stuff, right? And we can see the change now finally. Okay, so they're like, your breach, let's do something, help Chamber. Does he have an op? Yeah, he has this op, right? So the idea is, okay, deny A main Chamber. They are not using much utility in terms of because they don't have flashes and stuff, right? You have a TP, you can be confident, just go in and take a shot. If we get a shot, they're gonna push back. We have two people here holding garage that are very very strong, right? That's the whole idea right now. And again, breach is gonna stun, Chamber is gonna go short. This TP, you can see, um, Neon is gonna combat probably on his contact. His Sky can flash. They both can fight together. That's why he's playing anti-flash right now, as you can see, initially. And also you have Omen on top of the box, constantly watching C-long control. Yeah, I think he did take a shot, right? Wait, what happened here? Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Then I don't understand why did he put his TP. Oh, okay. So this TP can be used two ways. Okay, this TP firstly creates early rotations. You can go short, take a shot here. Also, if you put a TP here, you can go short, take a shot. You can put a TP garage, and suddenly you took an off shot garage shot, and you are immediately garage, right? Like, opponents are like, dude, what the fuck? He was just shot. Like, why? How is he here? Right? Also, if you put a TP here and you put the same TP in this corner, what this helps you do is this helps you take the long immediately. If the pressure is being shown B or sort of C or garage, right, you can immediately TP from here and you can help teammates as early as possible. So instead of taking a shot from shot, he puts a trip there, Breach got him the long control. He's continuously watching long if no one enters this. And again, this is just Paper X creativity, dude. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? Okay, he takes the off shot, misses. He's just a little bit low. And now this is the issue, right? Now he's scared. Now yeah, he's scared, right? If this was have been yeah, exactly, if this would have been like competitive stuff or whatever, he could have basically he could have peeked again, try to see. But this is like a high stage game, right? So he is very scared right now after getting shot from there, because if someone is peeking from top, there is a high possibility that two people are also peeking you from down, right? And that's why he pulls back. Now this is where the issue comes up. Okay, now watch it carefully. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be out of information right now. They're gonna be like question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark for sure. Yeah, this astral just makes it more difficult. So see, after denial of A, they're like, oh yes, just push C, astral, right? I think PaperX should go back right now. They would, I think. Oh, they're just gonna go in. Okay, I guess. Again, the timing is a bit off, obviously, because he got shot. Because the alt is good, nade, and pull together. It's sort of yeah, this smoke is again very powerful. It just gives you too much space to play with on top of platform inside the smoke. You can dodge flashes again. You can ask your teammate to flash for you, get out of the smoke on time. I think PaperX can't enter this for sure. No, yeah, they're just gonna go back. And now see, so much the Optic literally has after this. They're like, oh shit, they could still be C. Now you have smoked. I have no information, right? Chamber is also holding. They all they know is they haven't reached here. All they know is they haven't reached here. Breach has to play slow because he doesn't know what's happening in mid, and it's just like a mess. Fade is gonna go in, prowler this for sure. Yeah, Fade goes in, prowlers this, clears close, because he's like, yo guys, it's been long, so we are pretty sure one person is holding long. So once you prowler this will give a sense to this long player that we are coming back A. But again, unlucky on both sides that Chamber is playing passive. He doesn't know about this prowler. No one is close. No one hears this prowler. So we should not be seeing any rotations coming in from Optic. Yep, they stay the same. Uh, yeah, I just don't like. I don't like this by Paper X for sure. So see, you still have time, right? And once you prowler, okay. So the bad thing about this shit prowler shit is that this is just if someone has come close, right? And if someone is smart and you can see the prowler turning, you're never gonna go back. You're not even gonna break it. So the best thing could have been, hey Omen, you have one smoke, smoke long, right? You smoke long. What I'm gonna do is I'm either gonna prowler short or either I'm gonna just prowler this, right? But this smoke can be heard by whoever is playing close also, and this will create enough pressure for that rotation to be pulled that we are expecting, and after that we can push in. Still you have 21 seconds. It's too early of too less of a pressure A, too less of a pressure A. Again, what they wanted to do was great. There was nothing wrong with this. It's just that, don't tell me they're gonna win this round. Yeah, it's just done. They wanted to do the correct thing and it was a good play, but it's just that not enough pressure A just lost them that round, right? And it's how it's so insane, right? Sometimes you don't have, sometimes you can't do what you should, and that just benefits you, right? It's crazy. It's crazy how unpredictable and like beautiful this game is, right? It's crazy. There are like million possibilities of shit. So you need to be pretty sure what you're doing. And this was like crazy, dude. Okay, we'll try to pace it up. I think we're going too slow. Okay, so okay, so Optic changed a little bit too again here. They just gave a one-way smoke. Um, PaperX has not been showing a lot of pressure C, and that's why they're like, "Yo, guys, just put a smoke here. If they come C, we're gonna see it. Let's have a constant pressure here because I also have an operator. I can handle A. You guys make sure that you do not let them go garage and B. Right? It's just a gamble stack. Perfect. Nothing wrong with it. Works. Okay, so good read by him. So see, the boombot comes in. It's sort of to not get the pressure rate. Now you see, so this boombot made like this awkward movement, right? And this awkward movement was a signal that the race boombot sees him, but he doesn't really see him, and that's why he was pretty sure that he's on top, and you can immediately see him peeking on top. It's just good games. Good. He has played a game a lot. He knows how the boombot behaves, right? Okay, so something different by PaperX. They are showing some presence here. They also showed gave pressure here. So what they were trying to do is with the boom mod, they were trying to give question mark in terms of garage, and also show pressure B at the same time at the same time. And I think he also has an operator. So while this happens, if someone is trying to aggress, someone is trying to do something crazy, we can get a pick A, right? That was the whole plan. What are you doing? This is too much, dude. Like you don't have to. You got to pick. Just chill out, bro. Chill out. This is way too much for my liking. I don't like this shit. You saw him. You send him back. Understand there is gonna be another player to help him, no matter how. Even if you satchel and you can't kill him, he's neon, bro. Like come on, he's gonna run away. And he turned back and kill him. Okay, now this is good by Optic. He's just by Ye. He's just holding this. He should be able to get a pick here. Unlucky. Okay, misses the shot. Now, Optic has a pretty good read on what's gonna happen, right? They killed one person B here. There's no further pressure coming in. Sky came in. I think Sky must have flashed C long for sure. See, yeah, Sky flashed C long. He says, "Hey, no one is C. No pressure coming in B. It's an A. Stack A. See these rotations? Yeah, just good initiator play, good comms. Hey, no one see, just shift right. Good comms, good comms. But again, he just misses his shot. That's unlucky. Victor is just doing insane to sort of get to good trade. Now it all comes to sort of how do you take the fights using utility. He just missed two shots. That's very rare though. Victor just did magic here, and now it's a 1v1. Oh no way, this is awkward now. Again, this just came to a 1v1 now. Unlucky. Good calls by Optic. Good flash long. You know, just the basic stuff. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now PaperX like, dude, they have shifted people here a lot. There's probably just Chamber playing here. Let's just try to punish him. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna um try to punish long, right? We should see Ray Satchel in, yeah. Okay, just a big bit of fuck up in terms of Satchel because he knows that their breach is stunning this way. So if I try to Satchel and go in the cubby, I would be stunned anyway. So what I'm gonna do is to dodge that stun, I'm gonna Satchel up, go short, ask Astra to pick up the smoke so that I have that opening in terms of going in, and Fade is just going to reveal long to create that pressure. As soon as this happens, I should be seeing this from Optic. I don't like this at all. Okay, so see, the idea is that you need to be very aware of what ultimates do they have, right? Now, if they have a fade ult, looking at obviously how PaperX plays and the pressure that is coming in, they are obviously going to ult this, right? For sure, like no matter what happens. So anyway, it's very difficult for you to play side because the idea is if they fade ult, you're going to be pretty low. What should you do? Hey, I am in the entry of garage. I have pushed B. We both are together. We'll just go here. We'll try to break the trip and create pressure. Just breaking the trip will create enough pressure for movements to happen. Astra will panic. One person, if Astra is there, these will be like, oh shit, there could be a flank. They will try to clear Astra, just all that stuff. Mindfreak is playing passive because of two reasons. Again, he can use his utility from anywhere. They have ultimates, and also he's gonna check flank, right? So it's just that creating pressure thingy. Now this rotation, I just don't like it. Like Omen alone here, he also has to smoke. He also has to see if some pressure comes in, and he's also going from garage. This is just way too late a rotation. Let's see how this. Yeah, bro. Okay, I'll show you something. Yeah, it's just basic mistakes. Yeah. Okay, now see. The fade out comes in. You are using the utility, right? Look at the health. It's down because of the fade out. Your chamber is in, but your chamber is in, right? You can use your utilities in some other place, wait for them, have it in a better way, and sort of retake together. Yeah, you wanted to help your chamber and sort of enter in together because he has a timing, but just Fatal just is like crazy in terms of other stuff. No, yeah, it's just a lost round. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Hmm, dude, it feels so dominant, right? And it is dominant in some sense, but literally Optic is doing nothing wrong if you think about it. Yeah, they are making some small fuck ups in terms of communication, in terms of being proactive or not, in terms of how do we want to take the control and whatnot. That's why I never liked this comp. Yeah, that's why this neon comp worked in the start because people didn't know how to play against neon. It was very difficult to stop him in choke points. um yeah, exactly. Yeah, so because they were stuck, so they entered it. I mean, it just makes sense, but it also doesn't make sense. There could be better way to sort of perform it, depending on where's the breach done, how much utility did you use today. Again, the fuck up was when they didn't realize that Fade has the ult, I think. Yeah, they're trying to do that shit again, a shit again. He missed. Oh, yeah, he missed the wall this time. Yeah, the guys, like, you can't really do much, right? So the issue with this comp is you have to have too many people, a right. If you would have gone to like the standard comp, where instead of Sage, I think you could have had Breach, right? I think you can have one person a all the time, cut the map this way, and you can lock in opponents here, shift people towards here and play. Like, that's the standard way to play it. But I think because this comp, it's messed up. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. So did Omen smoke long, or okay, so this was good, yeah. This was good by Optic. So it has been 30 seconds. They tried to create a pressure, but they have went back, right? So what they tried to do was they were like, hey, Breach, stun this. We're gonna check long. So they both peaked together, right? Now the unlucky part is that the timing was so bad that when they checked long, right, they saw no one, right? They saw literally no one. And I think after that, they're gonna send these people here and do some shit here, like probably break the door, or probably, let's say, ask a prowler inside garage, or prowler say whatever, right? And then and it's just the timing, right? Yeah, and that's why we could see the rotation to come in so fast, because no one got spotted long. And and Chamber knows this, right? Because he heard these two people. He heard that, hey, fuck, they checked long, they don't think anyone is long. Do something, show some presence, heavy BNC. And because I can hear them rotating, I'm gonna walk in with Sage. This is just good adaptation by Paper X. It's Yeah, it's very good, like good game understanding. Luck on their side for sure. Optic is doing correct, everything correct, but it's just like, it's random stuff, right? They showed pressure here, and because it was enough pressure, and Optic is just losing a lot of many rounds, they can't win shit. So we can see such over rotations to come in, and the panic is obviously, yeah, exactly, for sure. Like, they don't they don't have any. Yeah, now this is just insane, dude. Like, he knows he can get as much space as possible. He's gonna take it. Unlike he didn't expect anyone heaven. He's gonna wait for the retake now. There should be calls that Astra is low, so we'll see how the retake goes in. Okay, yeah, बोलो बोलो. वही है. ठीक है, मैं कर रहा हूँ. स्क्रीनशॉट भेज रहा हूँ तेरे को. कितना है बोल. Sorry, just 1 minute. Again, the retake. This is interesting. Okay, so do you know, sometimes you have to use some utility to get the util out, right? So look here carefully. Here's the breach flash. Now the question is, dude, they are not ready to enter. They haven't smoked shit. Why did they use this flash? Right? Now the idea being that as soon as we are going to use some utility, as let's say a flash, let's say some reveal, right? Or what this is going to do is, this is an indication that we are coming in. As soon as we do this, the attackers in the post plant situation are immediately going to throw a lot of util here. This means we are wasting a lot of utility. Once they waste their utility, we will then go in. Flash comes in, chill out, waiting for the utility to go in. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now the real entry starts. But again, they have like two. This comp is like so damn good, bro. Imagine they also had a breach here, right? It would have been like crazy good. Yeah, Optic played this well, but I think he's still gonna lose. Yeah, yeah, no time. Unlucky it didn't go half. But again, they have so much utility. They can throw aftershock there in short. They can do too much, bro. They can pull aftershock, stun, raise nade, fade siege. It's just too much util in this comp. I just love this for post plant. Yeah, it's just done, dude. Like they're getting owned like crazy. Can't do much. Like good hold. Yeah. Okay. 8-4 is it? Yeah. Now it's too late, I think, for the proactiveness. So as I told you, they need to do something crazy, right? They need, because PaperX is not immediately showing this shit pressure from window, right? Just try to come here. Probably not go very aggro. You don't have to go window, obviously, because you have, like, he's going this aggro with a guardian. I don't know. If you want to go this aggro, go this close. Probably your bulldog is even better. But hey, it's just, yeah, it's just they're losing a lot of shit, right? They need to do something. He goes aggro, sit below the window, or is he gonna go up? Omen is gonna support him. He still gets a pick, dude. Like always proving me wrong, for sure. He gets a pick, puts a wall for him to go back, but immediately gets traded. Because this aggression comes in, the reaction from Paper X is we're gonna go A. But Optic knows this is gonna happen. They're gonna react and go A because of the utility, so they are ready to retake it at any time. This reveal confirms that they're gonna come A. Spike is gonna do go down. Chamber is waiting for any kind of aggression that comes here. Just the basic stuff. Yeah, the retake is good, I think, this time. Wait, what? What is this, bro? Optic is like not on the same page. I hate this shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's like it's unlucky, dude. But I think it's also the comp, right? Like this comp is the meta comp. You can say Sage, Breach, whatever, right? Now the issue is how do you counter this comp? Like you have to keep A, but with this comp you can't keep A alone. You have to play aggro. After taking control, you'll have to send someone in these corners, right? To make this work for sure. Like sit here, probably sit here, right? Stuff like that. Like you'll have to do aggro shit. Like you'll have to take control, like here, here, all that stuff. Now again, this retake, like we make all these rookie mistakes, right? Even at this level. So they're so lucky he didn't get a double pick here, right? But again, Breach is out of bullets, and now this is just a spread out, right? This is such a crazy spread out. Look here carefully. Chamber's gonna peek. Breach is not ready. You have time. You have time to defuse. You can take your time, obviously. Yeah, it's unlucky, bro. Like it should have worked. Yeah, this is where this comp shines. Just taking control on attack is this comp, but the bad part is you can't take control on defense. He gets stunned, unlucky. Yeah, it's just too much utility on defenders. Just sprawler and he's sending his back. Smoke comes in, you can't enter, slow it down. I love this by Paper X. A lot of pressure, A. Push the other side, take map control. I love this by Paper X. This is how like this map should be played. One pressure on one side, push the other. Pressure on one side, push the other. Pressure here, push here. You gotta trade map. Okay, just ooh, the timing. Okay, Jing sits there because they did not know Raze was here. Yeah, it's just done, bro. It's okay. Yeah, this is where it shines. Smoke, flash, stun, dash in, try to take garage, put a question mark here. So yeah, okay. So this is okay. This is so cool, right? Now these are such small things which, yeah, this is such a small thing, but it's such a big thing. Okay, they tried to create a question mark garage, right? And like Paper X is like they're playing this so well. Pressure garage and C, immediately push A. Like this is how it should be played. And they try to question mark here. Now look carefully what 4 second does. Okay, as soon as the pressure slows down, he just jiggle peek this to take information. He didn't push, right? Oh, he's pushing. He's gonna die. No, he's not because they have bad guns. Yeah, he should have died there, but again. Okay, so the idea was, hey, the pressure is out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear garage, right? He didn't need to push there. So once you clear garage, you know that the pressure is out from there. Your players are coming from here. You can anyway crunch them here, right? Sort of an overplay. It's arguable, dude. Like because you're winning so much, you have that rush, and you don't really wanna, you know, just go in or whatever. So yeah. Okay, let's see what optic. They can't do much. They just lost here. Okay, this is again the same. So this is basically a modified DRX. This is what DRX came up with. We're gonna do something aggro garage, but we're gonna send one duelist jet raise neon, whoever it could be, from link. Punish this guy who's gonna think, oh, it's a B split sort of, and is gonna come here, punish him, and then basically just do this stuff, right? And then yeah, so yeah, just a modified smoke here, push, take this fight, try to kill this guy, take pressure garage, leave only one player C. If because what happens is if you sometimes you do this, some teams like to just go long in terms of reaction, right? For that you need to have one person C long. Bro, what Benkai just denies everything, dude. I'm pretty sure he used the slow there. Yeah, he used the slow and they just got stuck in one place. They couldn't do shit, and he just owned them. Good read by him. Oh, yeah, dude. It's after losing so many rounds, it's so difficult to keep the mental strong. It's just done. Yep. Okay, yeah. That was the map. I hope you enjoyed the analysis, dude. Like I also loved it. I learned some stuff here. But yeah, for sure, for sure. This comp you can work out this comp, but you'll have to work out um how your team wants to play and how they are sort of comfortable in that sense. Because it's very difficult to play because see it's meta problem, right? The meta is such that it's very difficult to play this comp against these comps, right? That's the only issue. Now I have a comp which is very weird, like very weird comp. It's a no duelist comp, yeah, which is a direct counter to the meta. Like it's a direct counter, right? But obviously it needs work and it need a lot of work, obviously. Like once you do that and once you master how to play this, get comfortable on this, like you're 100% winning all the games in heaven. And someday I'm gonna leave. Yeah, bro, like someday I'm gonna like trust me, after uh, probably in this Ascension series you're gonna see this comp, right? I'm just should I put this out, dude? Okay, I'll put this out anyway. My team is not comfortable playing that. So Viper Brim, we have a double smoker. but with Viper, right? And you also need a trip to take control. You also need your informative initiator. Probably a Sova could work, right? Because Fade is now bad, right? So probably abhi kar raha hu, ruk. So KJ, Sova, and probably, yeah, just probably another initiator or something, right? It's just the best direct counter to this comp. Now how that for sure I'm gonna keep it to myself. I think I might have like 20 pages of stats on it, like easy, on this comp, on the other comp. It's mine comp is not directly what I told you, but yes, Viper and Brim are the uh, main stuff there. Wait, I just have to do one work, and then we'll watch Pearl, dude. Like, I mean, I want to learn Pearl a lot. I'm still learning. It's such a new map, and there's so much to learn in there. Like, it's like I know how it should be played, but every time you watch something, you learn something new. And the comp that we're going to see Navi's comp, right? Sova Killjoy. We're going to see what was their philosophy behind the map and how did they watch. I'm pretty sure it's gonna straight just be the mirror copy of what we are habitual of doing, and all that is gonna happen is that they're just gonna change stuff and sort of take controls anywhere. Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah. Wait, why aren't people joining today? That's unlucky, dude. Mhm. Okay, okay. We'll go on a break, guys. We'll go on a break. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're just gonna take a break. I'm gonna eat. Yeah, bro. Yeah, like Pearl is like very boring, dude. But yeah, it's good. It's I love. I'm not such a fan of that map, but hey, it's okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So let's see. Honestly, okay, I'll obviously this is my favorite comp, for sure. This is right now because how much we know of the map. I think this works every time just because of how strong the Viper is. But again, this looks interesting. This is very interesting. Hmm. I'm pretty sure looking at this comp on attack, yeah, I was gonna say Killjoy is all the time just gonna play mid, and at the same time, we're gonna have A control and B control both at the same time because of KO and Sova, right? So I think this comp can work, but again, it depends on how it's played, right? It's a little complicated to handle because without Viper, playing this map on attack is just a headache, right? Especially going B. So you can simply say that with this comp, usually going B is going to reduce a lot. Like with this comp which Parla is playing, right? It's for sure like no matter what happens, it's gonna it can be a B rush simulator for sure. But then this comp, it's just you can't go B that easily, right? So you have to find some different stuff. Okay, so let's see. I'm more interested in seeing how the Sova plays. Bro, fuck, streaming is so difficult. It is so difficult. Tiring, dude. But hey, whatever, we are here to learn. Because I usually did this like myself, right? Like without streaming. So I thought, why not? Might as well just stream and probably speak a little bit. So like, yeah, I could leave something for people to learn. Okay, very sword artist was so fast, right? Just straight away going A. Again, the idea being you want to deny A main control early in the pistol round. You deny A with knife and sword art, but again, Astra has to constantly just watch A. Immediately falls back, goes in the pit. One of have this crossfire setup, standard one. Um, take him in control, go back. They need to break the trip to create any kind of rotation, but we have three-player A. This should be pretty easy. This should be pretty easy. And now they're going towards the left. We'll probably want to fight this. This seems good, not that bad. Because really you can't contest A, right? Again, you might not have a brawl. You do have a brawler, you don't want to waste it. Makes sense. Um, so yeah. Hmm. They're waiting for this defensive wall to go. Wow, this is an interesting wall. Very interesting wall. Hmm. Very interesting wall. Oh, he was set up so well for this. Like, so well, okay? So the knife comes in. Viper cannot molly even if he has. The smoke comes in. He goes inside the smoke, dashes in. Now see, you'll see him dodging the KO flash. Okay, so he's peeking to the right a little bit. Now the flash pops and he immediately enters the side. Viper is full flash, but he does so well to sort of dodge this stuff, right? Yeah, okay. And now it's just the basic stuff. Dude, wait. Hmm. I like it, dude. I think if CNET was like set up so well, like he was set up for success there, but wow, this dart is so fast, dude. Just getting that aim in information instantly. Can't do much really. Okay. Bro, fuck. I don't have energy today, dude. I didn't eat. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, guys, let's do something. I'm gonna end the stream here today. I literally don't have energy. Yeah. And if you were here, make sure you can like the stream, I guess. And we'll continue the stream later on, bro. I'm just dead tired. It's been 1.5 hours watching that Haven game. Okay, cool. I think I'll see you guys someday else with a plan. Probably I'm waiting for a tournament to start where I can get watch party permissions, so that we can watch party together. It's more fun, yeah. Okay, cool guys. I'll